Ever since 3L/ATLAS passed close to the Sun, it has remained at the top of the head of many scientists and astronomers who are trying to understand the strange neighbor. The object is about the size of Manhattan and weighs an estimated 33 billion tons and has been on a fixed trajectory through our star system. Now, Atlas seems to have revealed its true nature, while NASA remains silent, keeping some photos secret.
3I divided by Atlas shone with an eerie emerald hue. The initial analysis suggested simple chemistry: carbon, nitrogen, maybe diatomic carbon reacting with sunlight. But as instruments refined their readings, the picture changed. The glow wasn't steady. It fluctuated, pulsing rhythmically like the heartbeat of a living organism. NASA, Harvard, and the European Space Agency all scrambled to observe it. And what they saw next raised more questions than answers.
Atlas' unexpected brightening. The interstellar visitor, 3L/ATLAS, has done it again. Just when scientists thought they had a handle on its behavior, it delivered another cosmic curveball. As it reached the closest approach to the Sun on October 29, 2025, the object flared. Its luminosity skyrocketed at a rate that left researchers scrambling for explanations. Of course, astronomers expected a little brightening. That's what comets do when they are near the Sun. Solar radiation strikes their icy surfaces and vaporizes volatile compounds in a process called sublimation. The gases burst outward, carrying dust that forms a glowing halo and tail.
Its brightness implies that if it represents reflection of sunlight from a solid object, it needs to be 20 kilometers in diameter. That's bigger than Manhattan Island. This is a giant rock. The previous interstellar objects were hundreds of times smaller. So it just doesn't make sense that the third object from interstellar space will be 100 times bigger than the previous two. This object was targeting the inner solar system. It had a goal to visit the inner solar system.
The more dust and gas, the brighter the comet. But Atlas defied those rules and had a major surge in brightness. According to Chi-Cheng Zhang of Lowell Observatory and Carl Battams of the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory, the rate of brightening far exceeds that of most Oort cloud comets at similar distances from the Sun. In other words, even when compared to the brightness of other comets, Atlas's performance is off the charts. What is causing this unexpected brightness? The simplest idea is that Atlas is shedding far more material than expected. Perhaps its surface is rich in volatile ices like carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide that vaporize more explosively than water ice. Another idea suggests that there's a structural collapse. As the Sun's heat penetrated the surface, it might have triggered internal fractures, exposing new layers of ice that erupted in a cascading flare of light. This object originated way beyond our solar system, yet this sudden brightness makes it more mysterious. To make things even worse, it has a unique composition and a blue hue that has caused it to reveal its true nature. When astronomers noticed this blue light, NASA kept silent, raising even more questions about what it is.
The only place where you find nickel without iron is in alloys that are produced for industrial purposes here on Earth. But maybe this object is a technological spacecraft.
Blue light anomaly. The interstellar traveler, ATLAS, continues to baffle astronomers, and now it's glowing an unexpected shade of blue. As the object approached its closest point to the Sun, its perihelion, telescopes registered a surge of intense, shimmering blue light unlike anything seen from a typical comet. Normally, comets reflect a soft golden or reddish hue, which is a byproduct of dust scattering and organic materials in their icy shells. But Atlas is displaying a piercing electric blue. Scientists around the world have been quick to notice that this isn't just a trick of reflection. Spectral data showed that the hue may be intrinsic to the object itself, meaning that something in or around ATLAS is generating that light. One camp of astronomers is giving a natural explanation that the blue glow comes from ionized gases, perhaps carbon monoxide or cyanogen, being stripped and excited by solar radiation. When these molecules become charged, they emit bright blue light, much like a neon sign flickering to life under high voltage. But other scientists aren't convinced. The sheer intensity and steadiness of the blue emission are strange, and some researchers have said that this light might be technological in origin. It might be a form of energy output or propulsion unlike anything we've encountered before. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who has long championed the idea of investigating anomalous interstellar objects, has noted that such behavior deserves rigorous scientific scrutiny, whatever the cause may be. Loeb believes that the ATLAS might be an extraterrestrial mothership sending probes to different planets. So, these strange signs, like the sudden brightness and the blue light anomaly, all point towards the ATLAS being from an extraterrestrial source. For now, ATLAS remains hidden behind the sun's glare, leaving both camps in suspense. But soon, in mid-November 2025, Earth and space-based telescopes will regain a clear view. That's when they will understand whether this mysterious blue radiance is a form of solar chemistry or something far stranger: non-gravitational deviation. The deeper scientists dig into the mystery of Atlas, the stranger it becomes. As data from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory rolled in, analysts noticed something that made even seasoned astrophysicists stop and stare. Atlas made a sideways deviation from its path, and this can't be fully explained by gravity alone. Normally, minor shifts in a comet's trajectory are nothing new, but when sunlight heats a comet, volatile ices sublimate and erupt as jets of gas, nudging the nucleus in unpredictable directions. This so-called rocket effect has been observed countless times across our solar system. But Atlas isn't following the script. The numbers don't lie. Even after accounting for generous rates of gas release, the object's trajectory still drifts farther than expected. It's a puzzling non-gravitational acceleration that suggests some additional force is at play. Could it be an extraordinary level of outgassing, perhaps from materials far more volatile than water ice? Or is it because the Atlas has electromagnetic interactions between its charged particles and the solar wind is influencing its path in ways we haven't modeled before? Then there's the more daring hypothesis brought forward by Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb. He suggested that the motion might resemble an artificial mechanism that mimics thrust. That is part of his theory that ATLAS is an extraterrestrial mothership. This non-gravitational acceleration might be aliens pressing the brake on their extraterrestrial ship. This idea quickly sparked debate. If something aboard Atlas or something embedded within it were generating controlled propulsion, that would change everything that we know about this interstellar wanderer. Yet Loeb emphasized caution, saying that the burden of proof for such an extraordinary claim must be equally extraordinary. Still, the anomaly refuses to fade. Observatories tracking 3I/ATLAS report that its drift is steady, measurable, and growing slightly stronger as it leaves perihelion. It's not enough to threaten any planet, but only enough to whisper that something about this object defies the familiar pull of gravity. Atlas is leaving behind a trail of secrets, and NASA is staying silent as astronomers and scientists like Avi Loeb are racing to find out more about this strange interstellar object. That has brought attention to the secrets of the moon and alien theories. Scientists that support Loeb also say that the ATLAS is a mothership sent from an alien civilization in another star system to spy on the Milky Way. Atlas's trajectory has passed the orbit of many planets and is meant to go by Earth this December. They agree that this is another proof it is spying on us. But the ATLAS isn't the only object in space hiding secrets about aliens. The moon also seems to have something more. Moon's secret. For centuries, the moon has been a source of wonder, mystery, and speculation. While science portrays it as Earth's natural satellite formed billions of years ago, alternative theories suggest that it has a far more complex origin with extraterrestrial intervention and ancient civilizations. Many ancient cultures call the moon more than a celestial body. The Sumerians were among the world's earliest civilizations and spoke of powerful deities known as the Anunnaki. These are beings who descended from the heavens to shape human destiny. Some researchers, like Zecharia Sitchin, proposed that these entities were not gods in a spiritual sense, but advanced extraterrestrial beings that engineered humanity for servitude, probably to mine resources like gold. Within this framework, the moon is a part of a larger cosmic infrastructure designed for observation and control. One of the most striking theories claims the moon is artificial. Authors and thinkers such as David Icke and George Leonard have argued that its orbital precision, hollow-like composition, and unusual density suggest it may be a constructed object, perhaps a massive craft or station. Supporters of this viewpoint point to NASA's seismic data indicating that the moon rang like a bell after impacts during the Apollo missions, implying an internal structure unlike any natural satellite. According to these theories, the moon might serve as a base for non-human intelligences like the Archons, who are reptilian or energy-based beings said to manipulate human consciousness. Some believe the moon acts as a transmitter, projecting frequencies that limit human awareness and keep populations trapped in cycles of fear, conflict, and control. Mythological traditions echo similar ideas in symbolic form. The Greeks associated the moon with Artemis, the watcher of humanity, while the Maya tracked its cycles for spiritual alignment, and many other indigenous traditions describe the moon as a guardian presence watching over Earth. These shared cultural threads hint at a deep, ancient awareness of the moon's significance. Although the moon holds a lot of secrets, it would surprise you to know that it's not as old as Atlas. Our star system is only about 4.6 billion years old, while Atlas seems to be about 10 billion years old. Some sources also say that it's 14 billion years old. That means it comes from a star system that's way older than ours, and who knows if there's civilization there. Now, what scientists are waiting for is ESA's JUICE mission to learn more about the ATLAS. ESA's JUICE mission. Even if NASA has been silenced as Atlas reveals its true nature, the European Space Agency is looking to release more information. ESA's JUICE spacecraft is primarily designed to study Jupiter and its icy moons, yet recent reports indicate it might be pressed into service for an entirely different purpose, which is to capture rare pictures of the interstellar visitor. JUICE's high-resolution imaging instruments include the visible camera Janus and the imaging spectrometer MAGIS. They could try to observe Atlas this November and provide the scientific community with more information and close-up photos about the object. Janus and MAGIS are sophisticated instruments. Janus offers high-resolution visible light imaging, while MAGIS covers a broad spectral range from visible to near-infrared wavelengths and is capable of detailed compositional studies. These capabilities mean that if JUICE can lock onto Atlas, even a single frame could yield invaluable data, potentially resolving surface features, tail structure, or the unusual blue-tinged emissions that have raised eyebrows among astronomers. This is the best opportunity for scientists to get a close look at ATLAS. Normally, JUICE would not target comets or interstellar objects, but the probe is going on a deep space cruise that places it at a unique vantage point. It might offer the first deep space inventory of ATLAS. As scientists keep trying to understand the secrets of ATLAS, NASA is keeping silent and even hiding some clear photos. NASA keeps secret photos and stays silent. Despite all the interest and questions in the academic world, NASA has maintained an unusually tight-lipped posture regarding the interstellar visitor, Atlas. The agency's official pages only confirm the object's existence, its interstellar trajectory, and the promise for science, but they don't provide any commentary or release any images. Public pressure among scientists has intensified too, especially from astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who has pointed to the absence of image releases. He revealed that the data captured by the HiRISE instrument aboard the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, showing Atlas as it passed near Mars, has been hidden by NASA. This could hold critical information regarding the object's tail transition and non-gravitational behavior. What's confusing is that this level of silence from NASA is weird. Historically, NASA has been proactive about announcing discoveries, publishing imagery, and engaging the public and research community alike. In this case, however, no confirmatory breakdown of the so-called blue light anomaly, no detailed commentary on the sideways drift flagged by JPL analysts, and no clear status update on the HiRISE frames have been released. This has brought up a lot of questions. Has NASA found out something shocking about Atlas that they don't want other scientists to see, like evidence of extraterrestrial activity? That could explain why NASA remains silent despite how Atlas has been revealing its true form. As NASA keeps silent, other scientists are rushing to find out more about what the interstellar object, ATLAS, truly is. Do you think it's simply a strange rock drifting from another star system, or a mothership sent to spy on us from an extraterrestrial source? Let's know your thoughts in the comments. So, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.